Hi guys, I'm Toby, I'm 35 and my own body is trying to kill me. Now, today has been a hell of a roller coaster of a day. I've been really kind of had on my mind recently this thought of what happens when I get my transplant. Will I be able to maintain a job during that period when I've got 6 months that I'm not actually working? So I've got 6 months of recovery time after the transplant itself, or 4 to 6 months. So this has really been bugging me, and it's been causing a lot of anxiety because any job is not going to be happy about you disappearing for 6 months. One of the big issues that I've got at the moment as well is that at the end of this school year, so I work as a trainee primary school teacher, and at the end of this school year I'm supposed to have finished my training and then become a newly qualified teacher. The problem is that's not going to happen because I've been so ill recently. I've missed a lot of time, and actually as the rest of this term carries on, I'm going to miss more time. I know I'm going to miss more time. I've got to go back into regular checkups, and other things are going to happen. I'm going to get ill again, all sorts of things. So I'm really not going to have done enough work to finish the course on time. My plan was, okay, what if I defer my course? The idea was that I'd defer the course and I'd just carry on working at the school, on a voluntary type basis, and just keep doing what I'm doing now to gain the extra experience. And then I was really hoping that they'd be able to employ me as a teaching assistant maybe at the start of next year. So before I actually go off to have my transplant, I can work as a teaching assistant and have some income and hopefully be able to pay my rent, because that's another thing that's worrying me a lot at the moment. I'm not very good with money. I don't have any savings, so I'm literally living paycheck to paycheck, and when there's a point coming up where I'm not going to have a paycheck, that's high anxiety for me. So I took this into school and I was like, yeah, this is brilliant. They're going to go for this. They get free personal working for them. Brilliant. It didn't go quite as planned. Unfortunately, because I won't be a student anymore, I can't actually be responsible for the children. So I can't lead classes. I can't do most of the work that you actually do as a trainee teacher. So that really sucked. Basically, the answer there was, well, if you defer your course, you pretty much have to go home tonight and not come back until you restart your course. And then things got worse, because this idea of working as a teaching assistant couldn't work, because the school doesn't have the capacity to employ any more teaching assistants at the moment. So that went out the window, leaving me in a situation where I'm going, okay, not only do I have to go home at the end of the day, but I can't come back next year because there's no job for me here. The first time I'm going to be able to come back is summer next year. Now, this job means the world to me. It's one of those jobs where I've put in well and above everything. I love the job, I love the place I work, I love the people I work with. It is my life. And the idea of having to go home and not have that for almost an entire year, aside from the financial issues and all that kind of stuff that was just freaking me out, walking away from all of that was really upsetting as well. And that was horrendous. Now, luckily, we managed to find a solution. So the idea here is, hopefully, I'm going to extend the course by another year, doing my teacher training in 2 years instead of in 1 year. And I'm going to carry on working at the school as a student for now, and do as much work as I can, hopefully most of the academic work as well, the assignments and things, and then come back next year, carry on working, improving my teaching skills and so on until the summer term, when I can finish off the work that needs to be done to complete the course. And there will of course be this big chunk in the middle where I'm actually having the transplant, and that's 2 weeks in hospital, and then 4 to 6 months of recovery time. Now, this is one of those things, I'm stubborn, I'm very get up and go, I don't like to be trapped in one place, and I push myself very hard. So 4 to 6 months, my brain's already going, it'll be 4 months. I need to not do that this time. I need to recognise that, yes, I may feel okay, but that doesn't mean my body is ready to go out into that environment, particularly in a school where there are germs and bacteria and all sorts all over the place. And as somebody who is immunocompromised, that's a very high risk situation to be in. That's the day that I've had. It's been an absolute plummet, and then a rise back to, okay, I actually feel like I've got stuff handled. And this, for me, has been the biggest concern about the whole transplant. Yes, there is the transplant itself. Yes, there's the mortality statistics and all of that stuff and blah, blah, blah. I'm not actually that worried about that. I will get through it. I know I'm going to get through it. I've got an excellent liver team. Everyone that's working with me is brilliant. I'm actually fairly healthy. So I'm actually very confident that I can get through that. What was really worrying me is this idea of 4 to 6 months off work, and then how that fits around actually having some funding, somewhere to live, all of the practicalities, because I'm me on my own without any direct support. Now I say that's not entirely true. I have an amazing support network of friends and colleagues who just have offered so much to me. I mean, literally, they've offered me halves of their liver. They've offered me places to come and stay. The times when I freaked out and said, I think I'm going to end up homeless and jobless. A lot of them just turn around and gone, don't be stupid. We're not going to let that happen to you. So I am so thankful for the people that I have got around me. I can't even begin to say how important they are and how much easier they make this, knowing that if things do all just fall apart for whatever reason, I've got a group of amazing people who are there to catch me. And that's, I believe, something that they will look at when I come to do my assessment at the Royal Free, is looking at your support network and who you've got around you and who can help. And I've been very organised with, but we'll do a different video on the support networks. So for now, thank you very much for listening, and I hope you tune in next time for my adventures of delivery.